long planned weekend off, and so I know, and honestly, I feel kind of guilty about taking this weekend off because I know that my brothers and sisters really, but they got it covered, and I will be back on the air on Monday. It's a short little thing, and it may not be exactly what you think this is going to be, but I'm going to just show something here in a minute. The first thing here I want to talk about, which is outside the Clallam County Republican Party building here, is we have this 9/11/2001 Never Forget sign. I'd like to remind everybody that there are literally thousands of people that have died from their exposure to the chemicals and everything else that was in the air from 9/11. And it was a Republican-led Congress, both House and Senate at the time, that dragged their feet on providing compensation to the people that were supposed to never forget. So let's not forget that, right? And it took people like Jon Stewart standing up and going, what the fuck? Like, how can we say and do this, right? So we have that. We're still blowing the same dog whistles about Hillary. I mean, like, really? Like, that's what we got? This is the platform? Hillary bad. Hillary who? What? All right, so let's see here. Republicans and Scripture. I don't know if you can read this. All right, first one. Republicans oppose the establishment of a state religion. They support the sanctity of life. They oppose unisex bathrooms. They support capital punishment. That's interesting. Thou shalt not kill. And they're actually quoting the Old Testament. However, what's very interesting is when you bring up things like, why do you eat bacon then if you're going to go from the Old Testament? Because Leviticus is very clear you can't eat pork products. Well, but that's the new covenant. It doesn't count, right? Support our rights to bear arms. I shit you not. They are quoting Luke 22:36 as the scriptural reason for being able to bear arms. Luke 22:36. Are you shitting me? Oh my God. Didn't Jesus say who bears the sword dies by the sword? Isn't that kind of like, no, you don't do that. Support lower taxes and less bureaucracy. Actually, I think just about everybody supports that. Support good and impartial judges. They clearly don't support that. Respect and support private property. No, they don't support that. Let's make that really clear. Because if you're anti-mask and you're going into private property going, it is my given right to not wear a mask, you are not respecting private property. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Almost every business in America has a sign up that says, we reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. When you walk into a store, you're walking into private property. And the store manager, store owner, company owners make the policies in that property. It's like end of discussion. Support law enforcement. Just about everybody supports law enforcement. Respect our landmarks, flags, and history. A flag singular, that's very clear. Oppose socialism. Okay, well, good. I guess you don't oppose communism or Marxism, although I doubt really most Republicans could define socialism, communism, or Marx. I know they can't define Marxism because they want Marxism. Marxism isn't even a political platform. It is a philosophy. It would be like somebody going, it's like, oh my God, they studied Marxism. Yes, it would be like going to college and studying Plato, or for that matter, if you go to the other extreme, it'd be like reading Mein Kampf. It's a book. That's it. Respect our maker and our coinage, prayer, pledge of allegiance, and 10 commandment displays. 12. Wait a minute. Respect our maker and our coinage, prayers, pledge of allegiance, and 10 commandment displays. Doesn't that go against number 1? Oppose the establishment of a state religion. Here's number 12. Respect our maker and our coins, prayers, pledge of allegiance, and 10 commandment displays. Oppose the establishment of a state religion. 12. 1. 12. 1. I didn't just leave Camp Stupid. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Oppose the establishment of a state religion. But we want to display the 10 Commandments. Okay then. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. None of this. I just happened to notice these signs when I came up here. Here we are. Clallam County Republican Party. Make America Great Again, right? I want to show you what's right across the street. I want to show you what's right across the street. Literally walking across the street. Here's your greatness. We're going to make America great again. That's what's right across the street. Isn't that great? Who runs Sears? Private equity. Eddie Lampert. Eddie Lampert is an Ayn Rand disciple. Ayn Rand disciple. At one point in time, he was having people in his teams read the book, Atlas Shrugged. That was required reading. Now, this Sears is actually still a functioning Sears. And like most other Sears stores, hasn't seen maintenance in years and years, and the building is crumbling. Oh, there you go. You can come work at a bankrupt company that's circling the drain. They have help wanted. Right. Sign hasn't been replaced in years. Paint's peeling and faded. I mean, I've been to Mexico. Sincerely, the outside of this building, if you were in one of the bigger cities in Mexico and one of the, say, what you would call a middle-class neighborhood, this building is in no better condition. Here you go. Here's your greatness. This is what they want for America. And the hypocrisies of their position. So, and then what's right next to them? Empty storefronts. And then here, let's look down this alley here real quick. Here we go. Right next to the Republican National Committee, empty store. And look down that street. I'm in a city, by the way. I'm in a city. Look down this friggin' street. I see streets like this in Mexico. I see walls like this and they don't tag out there and here. Oh, really? Because here's where some graffiti's been covered up. Here's our ever-present Himalayan blackberries that are growing. These are everywhere. I used to joke during the Iraqi war. I was like, you know how you solve the problems in Iraq and Afghanistan? We get every bomber in the United States Air Force and we drop clippings of Himalayan blackberry, carpet bomb the country with Himalayan blackberry. Within 30 days, the entire country would be covered in thorny blackberries and nobody would be moved anywhere. Here we go. Here's your Republican Party. And what do we have here? Oh, here we have your lineup of homeless people in RVs. I'm not in Seattle, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. Clallam County is not Seattle. And there's your RVs, your homeless people in RVs. Aren't we great? Isn't this amazing? Don't you want more of this? Anyway, malcontents, that's it. I got a hike I got to go to. And then I'm back at it tomorrow. Try and be good to each other. If you're in Seattle, protest. Let the feds know you don't want them there. Do it peacefully. And just be aware, the Seattle police are out for blood. So masks and a helmet. Even if you're there peacefully. Even if it's just a bike helmet.